No occupation. They wrote it down in tidy ink on census lines and county rolls. A single phrase beside her name as if it summed her soul. No occupation. Just that, no more. As if she merely breathed the air and swept the cabin floor. But out here, on the open range where wind could cut a man in two, a ranch wife bore a world of work that ink could never view. She rose before the lantern's glow had chased the shadows from the room, before the rooster cleared his throat, or dawn had stirred the gloom. She stoked the fire, warmed the pan, mixed biscuits by the fading coals, and packed a meal for the men who'd ride till dusk wore out their souls. No occupation. That's what they said. But she was cook and nurse and guide, the keeper of the homestead flame, the one who never stepped aside. She hauled the water from the creek when winter froze the pump. Her fingers cracked, her breath a cloud, her boots stiff in the clump. She scrubbed the shirts with lye and grit, hung denim stiff as boards, and patched the rips from saddle wear with thread she couldn't afford. She soothed the fevered child at night with prayers whispered soft and low. Her rocking chair, a lifeline, when the nearest doctor lived miles of snow. She birthed her babies in the dark with only God and grit to lean, and washed them in a basin tin till their tiny lungs turned clean. No occupation. That's what they wrote. But she was midwife, teacher, guard, a sentinel against the storms, a shepherd of each fragile heart. She mended bridles, braided rope, drove strays back toward the pen, and when the branding fires burned hot, she worked right alongside the men. She knew the sound of distant hooves and what each rhythm meant. A neighbor's call, a runaway, a horse too tired, a rider spent. She'd read the sky like scripture, knew hail would split the plain when dust would rise like judgment and when drought would starve the grain. She kept the books, stretched every dime, saved seed for spring and dried meat for fall. And when the wolves came prowling close, she stood her ground straight and tall. No occupation, ink so small. But she was rancher, warrior, wife, the quiet engine of the West, the heartbeat of a rugged life. She faced the loneliness of miles, where neighbors lived a day away, where silence pressed like winter snow, and nights outlasted day. She waited for her husband's shape to crest the far-off ridge, prayed storms would spare his cattle drive and floods would spare the bridge. She buried friends on windswept hills, sang hymns through tears she couldn't hide, and held her babies close at night when grief cut deep inside. Still she rose each morning, still she lit the fire, still she shaped a life from dust with nothing but her will and wire. No occupation. History's lie. For she was everything the West required. The spine that held the homestead up, the flame that never tired. So tip your hat when you speak her name, for she earned more than ink can show. She carved her courage in the land where only the toughest dared to go. And though the records mark her down as if she barely touched the earth, the truth is this: the ranch wife's hands were the very hands that gave the West its birth.